What's up? What's up? What's solo with the world? It's the kid Jordan Cash checking in live from the crib, and this is Cash Crib Chronicles episode 2. This week, I'm gonna be answering a couple questions I got from the episode from last week. Uh, we're gonna talk about the process of Jordan Cash making a song and the writing process to the recording process. I'm also going to give a week recap from the week before from the show I did and the trip to Universal Orlando Studios. So tune in, man. Keep your eyes locked. But before I get into all that, it's been brought to my attention that the city of Indianapolis, Indiana, that's where I'm from, we lost a real good dude, a real funny dude, somebody who represented the city and put on for the city of Nat, man. You might have seen him in that movie I'm About It by No Limit and Master P.
Make $1 million in 2 days, nigga. God damn it, it was teasing. Everybody got a bill. Can I drink with you? Can I drink with you? I gotta keep a cup.
Man, what's really going on, man?
Bitch ain't got a quarter gonna talk about what a nigga done did.
Yeah, y'all don't know nothing about that shit. That shit fucked my whole world.
Don't man with it.
Huh? Nigga, they should have kept it at powder. They started cooking it up, nigga. I was 250 pounds.
Look at shit now, bitch. You ain't 150.
You might have seen him in person in one of his stand-ups, or you might have picked up one of his mixtapes he did. He was a freestyle king for real, a.k.a. Dope Fiend Wille, man. Shout out to Dope Fiend Wille, R.P. to him. To your family, hold your heads up. We're going to keep the name going. We're going to make sure people don't forget who he was, because he was a good, genuine dude. Funny, you know, and I met him at the first studio I recorded at. That was Sir Hart Productions on 46 in my city, and he was a good dude, good spirits all the time, highly motivated, and he made sure he spread that motivation throughout the people he connected with. He told me at an early age, just do you, keep being who you are, push the music till you can't push it no more, man. Don't never stop being who you are. So we gotta have to keep the name moving for Dope Fiend Wille, man. He was a good dude. So RP. So after last week's episode, I got a question, and it kind of stuck out to me because I feel like your inspiration is the greatest thing that you can have besides your art and your creativity. And your inspiration always helps you create what you try to put out, you know, in the art form. And the question that I got was, which artists inspire me and which artists do I listen to? Those who famous and those locally in my city. And I would have to say artists that inspire me the most is Michael Jackson, first and foremost, just because of the way he handled his business and the way he, you know, like he was a real icon, and he was able to connect with all people, like everywhere. And that's kind of the route I'm trying to take as a hip hop artist. I feel like there's some big names out there, but it's no hip hop artist that was able to break through and connect with people of all races, people of all kinds, you know, and really have people pushing the name and building the brand for you. So Michael Jackson on that side, but people like Jay-Z, I just respect the man for his business aspects and what he's done with music and how he's changed the game, and you know how he's still relevant at an older age. You know, he's been in the game since he was 26, and that's about 20-some years, and he's still relevant, he's still pushing, and the business moves he made is kind of like genius. And I'm trying to be a mogul myself, on the road to being a mogul myself. So Jay-Z, that's definitely one inspiration. Kanye West, just for his genius thoughts and the way he takes the art form so serious and the way he creates art. He's definitely inspiration. And people out of our city I listen to, I would have to say Rainy Boy. It's one of my people from my neighborhood. You know, he creative, and he know how to make that music, and he tell real life stories. So Rainy Boy, Young Tone, Maxie, Big Dave, that's one of the dudes that gave me some of the ropes in the game and and like kept me motivated to make this music and kept me pushing on it. Who else in the city? Mark Battles, that's a cool cat, and he got some good bars. That dude got lyrics, and I respect his hustle. He's definitely out there on the grind. He putting the city on, making the city look good. MRC, they got some good artists over there. They got a good brand. They pushing, and they making sure the city's represented well. R&B side, I say Leah Road, Tiggy. It's a lot, man. So if I forgot you, you know who I'm rocking with. You know how I rock with you, man. But those definitely people that inspire me. Just to see people with nothing or so little can, be passionate about something and really make moves and make it happen. So like that's what inspired me, just to see people being passionate about it and pushing forward with it, and never let nothing stop them or tell them they can't do it. Like that's what inspired me to do what I do. So my process of writing a song and creating a song and coming up with the lyrics is kind of different than the traditional artists, because I don't really sit down with a pen and pad to get the thoughts out. I first take the beat. I listen to the beat probably 50 times over and over. If I feel like I can write a song to it, it first got to stand out to me. The beat definitely got to stand out to me. And I got to be able to pick up somewhere on the beat. Like, all right, I'm going to start with the hook or I'm going to start with the verse. If I can't come with no feelings or no emotions to the beat, I just scrap it or save it for a later time. But when I find that beat I like, I listen to it over and over about 50 times. And then that's when I take it from the headphones and put it on the speakers. And once I get it in the loudspeakers and feel the bass and really feel all the instruments, that's when I just start performing to the track. And I do it so repetitively. I memorize the song before I'm done writing it. So I just perform to the track over and over, coming up with the lyrics, and I piece it together. Sometimes it take me 2 days or 3 days, but if I really wanted to, I could sit down and knock a song out in 30 minutes. But I like my story to flow together, and I like it to be all real substance. So I don't just sit down and think of stuff off the head. If it ain't coming from the heart, you ain't gonna hear it in my music, and that's real. Like, and I always strive to be that way, because I wanted my music to represent the struggle, the story that I'm really trying to portray. And if I feel like I'm false advertising or I'm selling people something that ain't real to me, how they gonna really get to know who I really am? And when they see me and they come up on me, approaching me like, hey, I heard this is about you, or this is true about you, and I made it up, I might be lost at the time. So then that's people gonna be like, this ain't a real cat. You feel me? A few things happened since the last week's episode, man. I got out and did some networking and like chopped it up with a couple DJs that I met out here and a couple new DJs that I haven't really got established with. And I let them hear a couple records I've been working on and let them hear some records that's already finished. And they gave me their pointers and how they felt about the situation. And it's helpful when you putting together a project, because DJs, they got an ear for it, and they the ones who get it directly to the people, so they play a big role in this music thing. And shout out to all the DJs that's breaking records and making sure artists is getting heard out there. Y'all doing your thing, man. Keep pushing, man. I hope we all stay connected. But I did a couple shows, and after the shows, just to relax, man, after the week, we went out to Universal Studios and had a good time. So y'all check out the footage from that.
Yeah. I've been chasing after fame, want the rubbing on my neck. Keep it real and get this change. If you and me do the same. Expansion, it's time for expansion. About to take my talents from the hood to a mansion. Love for shows to the road, BT to the grand. Bang, Billy, alone. You gotta understand me. Expansion, it's time for expansion. About to take my talents from the hood to a mansion. Love for shows to the road, BT to the grand. Buzz getting bigger, rubber bands start expanding. They too busy thinking local. My motto.
It's the kid Jordan Cash, man. We at Universal Studios Orlando kicking it.
He said, oh shit, No, you got a bad shot.
Holy shit. Oh, God. Off the ripping Hollywood ride, having a good time out here at Young Pay Respect and Solar.
The gift of giving. This is my gift to the people. This is the story. Solar. Young icon, staple in my city. Working for them days when you have cable on the TV. If I said I seen 100,000, would you believe me? I really seen 100,000, homie, that shit easy. Put your mind to it, you can grind to it. If a label call me now, I ain't gon' sign to it. Cause it's independent hustle really define music.